Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Welcome Nikki. I'm fine, thank you. Okay friends, so yesterday we completed the painting process of the character. We completed the painting process of the character, and today we're going to start with the Decimate. We're going to try to lower the triangles of the sculptures of the different parts, because remember that the project is divided, as you can see in the references, in 4 parts. So we need to bring back all the pieces into a single file for the render. Okay, so today we're going to start with this character. Remember that I have right now with this painting we need to start like to paint extra details to give it like more realism to the sculpture, but I think that maybe we should do that once we have all the pieces, all the components in one single file. That's my thought. Let's see if this is going to work. Maybe once we do that, we're not going to be able to do that because we're going to have less polygons. I don't know, but I think that is like the same thing, because if I paint right now the details, once I want to do the same now to Decimate, I think that I'm going to lose polygons, so maybe the result is going to be the same. I don't know, I never tried that before. Let's see if the first method is going to work. Okay, so let's get started. This is what we have. Only one thing I want to say about the eyes. Remember that these are the eyes, right? Remember that I have these extra circles. Let me see something. Okay, so maybe we should need to be transformed. Maybe we should need to transform create the sphere, the perfect sphere with the cube, not this one. Let's see why I create that extra sphere, because I want to give it like the transparent characteristic, and once we render it's going to look great. Let me see something. Okay, so let's start with the decimate. The only piece that is already decimated are the wings. Maybe we should need to decimate more. I don't know. Let me see something. Yes, you can see that it is decimated. One thing, remember that the advantage of like showing the statistics here is like we always, at least me, I always try to work only with four edges, shapes, faces, sorry, not triangles. I don't like triangles. Because for modeling, especially for animation, you should not use triangles. You should use the quads with the 4 sides. So I always try to leave everything with 4 sides. Maybe that is not good, maybe it is not efficient, because in some parts you don't need the 4 polygons, and by trying to do that you maybe are adding extra polygons. That I'm talking about model. Why I am saying this? Because when you decimate, you have the option like to make everything in triangles, and in some cases when you are working on low poly projects, you always say the specifications say do not have more than these triangles. They always talk about triangles, and you are like, okay, but if I have these faces, how many triangles is that? The easy answer is just double that number, but thanks to the statistics you have the triangles here. So these are the faces and these are the triangles, so you don't need to make that math, if we can say like that. And also I want to say that because these two I want to say that because remember that at the end all the pieces are all the meshes are triangles. For 3D printing, for the 3D printing process, you work always with triangles. And when you transform these components into STL files, in some occasions, sometimes you have some errors when you use the add-on to calculate what things you need to fix. Okay, sometimes you have an error that says like not flat faces, and the solution is just to transform that face into triangles. And you can work with the quads and then with the triangles, you can use both, but at the end all the STL files are going to be triangles. I just want to say that so you have that in mind. Maybe you are like confused if you are starting, like saying why some you can see that there are quads, but when you made some research you see only triangles, but then some people say do not use triangles. So I am like explaining the situation. So in recap, you don't use triangles when you are animating. Sometimes you can use triangles, especially with things that you are not going to animate. For example, rocks, for example, trees. Those things are part of an environment, for example, and you don't need to try to transform everything in quads because you're not going to animate that. And for sculptors, at the end, everything is triangles. When you work with quads, after the decimation, I use to transform everything for the STL files, I merge, and then I use a modifier that is called smooth corrective, and that I think that in this new Blender version, Blender 5, I am using Blender 5, that add-on is, I don't know, sorry, that modifier for me has better results than before. That is my opinion. I don't know, maybe it's the same, but for me the last sculptures that I polished to upload the STL files to the stores, I like noticed that and after the smooth corrective I use the Decimate, and then I check for the parts that I need to fix, and in some cases you need to use to transform some faces into triangles. With that you fix the issues. Okay, so with all of that, let's start with the decimation. Maybe let's start with this one. Okay, I'm going to try. I don't know if I am going to be able to do this, because remember that we have 4 parts. It's going to be really difficult. At least to have all the pieces under 100,000 triangles for the render. Let's see, because this is very, very challenging. Okay, so let's go with us with this one. I'm going to focus in here because when I decimate, I'm going to lose details. And let's try to see if I don't lose too many details, especially for example in this part. The other parts, it doesn't matter because you're not going to see too much. Maybe here, maybe these lines, but these parts maybe are the most important in this component. Let's use the decimate. Let me say first, maybe the computer is not going to be able to handle that kind of process. I don't know, we'll see. It is going to take some time when I add the modifier because I have again too much polygons, and I have also, you can see the memory is almost the limit in the VRAM. Okay, let's try with decimate. I'm going to try to use the 0.5. Let's try with the middle, okay? 0.5. So we write the value. This day we're going to do that. I'm trying to decimate everything to bring everything into one file. Okay, we use the decimate. Seems like everything is good. I'm going to try even something a lower value. I'm going to try 0. Which one I can do? 0.3. Let's try 0.3. Let's see, the computer is working. I think that everything is okay. You can see that we 109, we now are in 107. So it is working. Let's do the same with this one here. Decimate. To be here. You see the details, of course. You can take your time to do this. Decimate 0.3, the same 0.3. I can just copy the modifiers, but let's go one by one. Okay, you already calculated, right? Okay, let's go with the next one here. Okay, let's see, focus on the face because the face is the more important part in this piece. Here are the details that we don't want to lose. So let's try to decimate 0.3. The computer is working. So something like this is the process like when I am transforming everything for the STL files, and this is like the less boring part. Okay, it worked. Okay. Let me save. Maybe I'm going to close the file just for a moment because the memory. Look at the memory. Or maybe I'm going to apply the. But I don't want to apply. The thing is, if I apply, I'm not going to know if I already apply the okay, I'm going to move the pieces that I already applied the decimate to a new collection. Okay, let's do that. So I am not like, I don't know if I already applied to some pieces. Okay, yes, because it doesn't matter if you already just like activate the modifier, just like set the modifier. You need to apply it because the computer is still working, and look, the memory is almost at the limit. I don't know what happened if it reached the limit. The limit is 212 and I am in 11.94. I never reached the limit. I don't know what happened if I... Maybe the program is going to close, I don't know. The app is going to close. But let's not try to do that. Let's just lower the... So I'm going to apply the Decimate. And you may say, but why you want to keep everything in one collection? You're going to lose because you already divided nicely, divided everything in separate, organize everything in left hand. But remember that for the render, at least I want to have the... I'm going to try to separate everything in each component. So I want to have a collection for Hawkgirl, I want to have a collection for Beat, I want to have a collection for the base, and a collection for the Hawk status. Okay, so let's continue. So yes, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to select this one. I don't have Hawkgirl. Okay, I'm going to create a new collection that is going to be Hawkgirl, and these are mature. Why am I using this armature? I'm going to select everything and I am going to clean, just in case clear and keep transformation. Maybe I have some pieces related to the bones, I don't know. I use armature to create the pose of the character. Remember that I already showed you here in live stream the different methods that I use to pose characters for sculpting. Okay, so maybe it's time to delete this. Nothing happened, and that's why I like to create multiple files for a project, because if anything goes wrong, or maybe I am too late and I notice, just like the way we did here, I can just return to a previous file and just bring back that element, that piece. Okay, I'm going to select this one and I'm going to move. I'm going to create a new collection that is going to be Hawkgirl. And here are going to be... sorry, I didn't create. They changed this because I'm confused. Hawkgirl, create, okay. Hawkgirl. This one has Decimate, Hawkgirl. This one has Decimate, Hawkgirl. This is what I'm going to do. I am going to apply the modifiers and I am going to close the file just for a moment and open it again to see if the VRAM, the memory, lower at least something. And the size of the file, of course, is lower. Okay. Yes, we're going to do that. Remember that here it doesn't matter if... No, but you have to name all the pieces. Okay, I need to make this one, okay. Upper body. Because you're going to get lost later when you're trying to transform. Remember that this file I'm not going to use for the STL files. I'm going to use the separated files to create the version, the final version, the STL files. This one is only for rendering, okay? So let me select all of this and to apply. Let me say. I'm going to save a lot right now. And the saving action is going to take a while because, again, the size of the file. Okay, I already... One moment, please. Right now I'm going to apply the modifiers. And I'm going to apply the modifiers, then again I'm going to close and open. Okay, thanks for coming, Nikki. Thanks for coming. I'm going to convert everything into mesh, so by that we already apply the Decimate. Let's do that. It's going to take some time because the Decimate modifier is like that. We just have to be patient. If it is not working, I'm going to close and open the file again. Let's hope that that is not the case and everything works in the normal way. Okay, it worked. I'm going to close right now. I'm going to save. I'm going to close and open, and we're going to do that. At least we lower a little bit the triangles and also the file, the size of the file. Okay, maybe I don't need to do that because the memory is already down. So let's continue. Let's not close. This one is already decimated. Let's move it to the Hawkgirl. This okay, I'm going to apply and move it to the Hawkgirl collection. Hawkgirl, okay. Let me see. This one is another large piece. Okay, let's do the same. Decimate. Okay, right now maybe I can select and copy the modifier. Copy modifiers. This one. I'm going to select these parts. Convert into mesh and move them into the new collection. Okay. Let's save. Why I create too much I don't know, maybe Maybe to create the details here, I don't know. You know, maybe I should leave this into the separated. Hello, welcome into the separated files. Yes, so I can create multiple Decimate files, and then later I can just bring. Yes, it is going to be easier. It is going to be easier. Don't worry, we're going to close maybe this file later, and then we're going to move it to the separated folders. Okay, let's start with this one. Let's continue with this one. This one, let's see, 0.3. I think that it doesn't matter because I don't have details here. See something here. You can notice more the decimation. It's not too much. Okay, we're going to select these two pieces, convert it into mesh, and move them into Hawkgirl. Okay. These pieces, okay. Look, maybe here we should add more details. I don't know. I mean the details like this one. Maybe we can add those kind of details to every. Hello Girish, welcome. We are already doing the Decimate process because the character is already painted. We are preparing everything with Decimate so we can move everything back into one file, and then we can do the render to finish the full project. That's what we are doing right now. Now I am using Decimate to move everything into one file. I'm just saying there are some pieces that maybe need more improvement, but that is, I always have the original file, so if I want to do that, I just go back and do that. I think that no, we don't need to do it, and at least for these metallic pieces I would like to do that. For this, for this, for this, those pieces I would like to have this kind of details, like this one. But okay, it doesn't matter. Which other part I need? I'm going to start with the pieces that have more topology, the ones that have the details, and later I'm going to check the ones that do not have too many details to see if we can just move it to the folder. So for example, these pieces really help. Look, maybe it is for the subdivision. Okay, I see. I'm just checking something. For example, look, this one is 400 and this is 1 million. Or 1000 if I am just counting the. Maybe I should do the sub. No. We already. I want to do that. I want to do it. I want to do it. I'm going to first take care of the pieces that I add more topology to do the extra details. I'm going to take care of that, and later we'll analyze if we need, for example, to add more topology to some pieces like this one, and work on the details, and then I'm going to this is difficult. This is difficult. No, yes, I know what to do. Okay, don't worry. No, I have an idea. Okay, here I have another piece that I added the more topology. Let's check, of course. Look. One moment, friends. I'm going to turn on the air conditioner because it is a sunny day and it is too much hot in here. Maybe the computer, now that it's working a lot, needs more some cold weather. Let me do that. Right now I am sweating because it is too much hot in here. Okay, let me transform this. Convert this into. Let me check. If I lose details. No, don't worry. This into mesh. Then we're going to move to Hawkgirl. To save, I'm going to close. I'm going to move it to the other folder, and then we'll continue with the work. Okay. Yes, that is a strategy that I'm going to do. I will see now how the size of the file is going to be lower, of course. Close the file. Okay, this one is right. Just look. I'm going to select this one, separated file, Hawkgirl. To change the name to 3, just that. Okay, and we'll continue with the work. Remember, we're going to first take care of all the pieces that have more topology, that I do the remesh. I'm going to start with the legs, and we're going to move up. You can see that I create multiple files, and I do just as a backup. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. Let me do that because it is too much hot in here and the temperature is high. I need my computer to run safe, okay? Because this is like a very heavy process. I'll be back in a moment, okay? Let me do that. Remember to subscribe if you're new and give it a like. Also, I need to fix that chat box. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. Okay, it wasn't working the keys. Okay. Okay, so you can see, look, we already went from 109 to 98. It is something, right? And we didn't lose too much detail. So by that, I am going to try to lower as much as I can, as much as possible, the polygons, so we can bring all the files in, all the components in one file. Let me continue with this one. For this, let's go. Let's see if the Decimate that I'm going to use here do not erase too much details. I'm just going to copy this Decimate here, and the same for the other side, the same for the arms. So by that, and with these pieces, the same thing. Let me do this because I want to check if the scale is in a good. The scale is good. Remember that right now it doesn't matter if you don't have all the transforms. You have to apply all transforms at the end of the when you have already all the still files and you want to leave it already for 3D printing. Then you have to apply all transforms, but right now it doesn't matter. And remember that I always work with local transformation. Okay, it is like a strategy. My first days I didn't do that, and I maybe lose sometimes trying to figure out when I want to move a piece, and I lost some time in those days, but then I learned. And right now I always work with local transformations. Always apply the scale. The scale is, I need to apply the scale for the modifiers and for the sculpting process, for the remesh, but the location and rotation, it doesn't matter until the end. Remember, at the end we have to apply all the transforms. The same for modeling. It is not just the case in sculpting. For modeling you have to do the same. Once you have all the model with the textures or all of it, when you are going to move to the rigging process, when you're going to add bones for the animations, then you apply all transforms. You need to be sure that you are with the scale that you want and all of that, and then you apply the bones. But maybe I also learned some tricks from another artist, an animator, that he is a pro with animation, and I learned that you can increase and decrease something for. You have different techniques for animation, for rigging, and then you can do that with for the rigging. You can increase and decrease the size and all of that. I don't remember, and I just have to check that. But I learned from him those techniques. But the standard way to do things is for animation. Before you add the bones, you need to apply all transforms and be sure that that is the scale that you're going to use. Okay, as you can see, I already applied the modifier. Let's check the difference. Look, it is like you didn't notice. but you can notice how the modifier affects in this number, in the number of triangles. Look how lower it is, but the details are still here, so that's good. Those are good news. Let me select all of these parts and then select this one and apply copy modifiers. And look, we have lower polygons, the memory is lower. We still need to do some work. Let's see with this one too. I'm going to copy modifiers. Just in case for the next sculpt, if we are going to work in another sculpt, I'm not going to do a project like this one. This is like a really big project. Look, 4 parts, it is too much. The next one is going to be only the superhero. Only one and a simple base. That's too much work. Unless I get paid and we can do that, but no. This is too much work. And let me see here. Let me see. Just look. It is good. Let's do the same for this one. Let me see. Copy modifiers. Okay. We don't lose the details. I'm going to select this one, and this one. Copy modifiers. I would really like to create more superheroes. Try more superheroes from Marvel. I like the design, the style from the 90s. Those are my favorite style of the design of the Okay, you can see that. Now I'm going to copy. I'm going to select. Copy modifiers. It is already applied. Great, look. Now we have 89. Let me select all of these parts. I'm going to apply the modifiers. Convert into mesh. And move it to Hawkgirl. Okay. Let's do the same for this one. Convert this into mesh and move it to Hawkgirl. I was saying that my favorite design for superheroes are the 90s. The 90s, for me, the best designs. I know that maybe there was a crisis in the 90s for comics, but the designs were, and also they were really bad. There was one particular artist, I think, that he created like a famous draw of Captain America that doesn't make sense at all. I remember that I was a kid and trying to draw that, and it was like, it doesn't make sense. It was the chest of Captain America. The proportions were really bad. So you have those kind of things in the 90s. The fingers. Let me see how many pieces we have on the Hawkgirl collection. Okay. 0.3. Just imagine, maybe this is like kind of boring, and just imagine doing not only this, but merging or split, and then decimate, and then search for the mistakes, then fix, then analyze again, then fix, then analyze again, then fix. That's why I don't show you how I clean the sculptures to get them ready for 3D printing. That's why I don't show you. I'm going to maybe create a video explaining what I do once I have a printed one of my sculptures, a printed version, but right now I don't have money to print. Maybe we can set a goal. Yes, I was saying that, but again, remember that printing is too much. It is very, very expensive in my country. Let me see if I don't lose details. No, it's great. So I'm going to select this, and then copy modifiers. Convert this into mesh and move it to Hawkgirl. Great. Let's continue. Now let's go with the arms. This one is already, yes, in the Hawkgirl. This is already simulated. Decimate. Let's see. Good point to be. Okay. Relate all of these parts. Okay, I don't know if here I'm going to have problems. And by problems I mean let me save. Every time that you are not sure about something and you feel that it's going to be something not good for the computer, save. I am saying that because I have in one part separated pieces here. Maybe we should separate this. Let's try. Let's test. Okay, I am going to select this one too, right? Yes, this one too, and this one. Then I'm going to select this one, copy modifiers, and let's see if nothing bad happens. No, it seems that everything is okay. Let me see here. Everything is good. I'm going to return to the selection of all those pieces. I'm going to convert this into mesh, and these to Hawkgirl. Let's see. Okay, they are good. Great. Great. Save. Look, 83 triangles. So we are lowering this value. The memory is also lower. Let's do the same with the fingers. Now that we are here, I checked. Look, triangles. Too many triangles. The fingers, only the fingers, because the nails are just meshes. With subdivision, I do not already apply the. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's go with the fingers. Okay, let's go here. 0. Let me see. Look here. Okay. Look, in this particular situation that we are. We have our fingers, but I didn't create the details here of my fingers. I don't create the details here of my fingers. Let me think. One moment. You know what? I'm going to move to the previous file. I'm not going to use these fingers. I'm going to move to the previous file and work on the details here on the fingers, and then I'm going to move this into this new file. Okay, let's do that. Or I can do this in the other way. I can work here and then move the fingers. Let me see what can I do. Okay, let's take care of the fingers later. This is already, this is already. I need to work on the details here. Remember that our fingers are not like this. We need to create some lines. I don't know the name of that in English. We have to create some lines here on the fingers. And I'm just see that my nails are not as good as maybe I have to polish here because the nails are not as I expected. Okay. We're going to take care of the fingers. Yes, we need to do some work here on the nails. On the fingers. Okay, let's do the 0.3 on the other side. Decimate, great. Just in case for the fingers, I am not going to add more polygons. I'm just going to work with what I have. I'm just going to add the details. That is a very important part. Remember that I always like to take care of each detail. 0.3. I create the details. Just very good. Select this one. Copy modifiers. Then I'm going to apply. One moment, please. Oh, I missed this one. No. Sorry. Now that I have everything selected, I'm going to convert this into mesh. You know what? Let me go back. I'm not sure about what I did. Yes, okay. I'm going to select this one and then this one. Okay, now we're good. Copy modifiers. Let's convert this into mesh. And go to Hawkgirl. Great. Let's check. Great. We are good. We also need to do the same for these pieces, because here I increase the polygons. Okay. Let's save. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Yes, let's take care of these pieces. Same, 0.3. Decimate. Problem with that, right? The modifiers and convert this into mesh. Great. Sorry, move this to Hawkgirl. Now let's check. You can see all the parts that disappear. This one looks fun. All the parts that disappear are the parts that are already decimated. That's why we have lower triangles. Save. Okay, let's take care of the which one? I add more details. This one here, this one. Here the same, 0.3. 0.3, and as you can see, we don't lose detail, and we're going to select these parts, just these two parts here, this one, okay, and this one too. Copy modifiers, sorry. Copy modifiers, okay. Convert this into mesh. And move it to Hawkgirl. Yes, great. Let's check again. Look, all those pieces are already decimated. We're going to do the same with the helmet, because in the helmet we do a lot of that. And also on the hair, yes. Please friends, don't forget to subscribe if you are new, and help me with a like, okay? Let's go with this one. Let's check with this one that seems that do not have too many polygons. No, it have 1 million. Look, 1 million triangles. But it feels like we need more triangles. But no, it is good. It is good for what we want. It is good. Let's try to see if we don't lose many details. So let's decimate. 0.3. This one is going to take some time because no, it seems good. So let's do the same for the other pieces. Look, we have million here, million. Okay, I'm going to say this one. Okay, this one, This one, yes, this one too. This one too. This one too. Hmm? Copy modifiers. Let me see if I don't lose details. No, it looks great. Great, 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 great. Yes. Convert this into mesh. And to mesh. What happened? Ah, I didn't move that to Hawkgirl. Yes, great. Hmm? Great. Ooh, look at that, 69. That's great. Let's continue. Let's continue. Maybe for the hair, it's going to be a little bit more complicated. Here. 80 pieces. 80 pieces. Fine. Yes, we're going to do the same with the hairstyle. Ah, with these parts, the eyebrows. Yes, we're going to do the mirror. Okay. I'm going to select this one here, and then I'm going to select all the hairs, then the original one, apply them and copy the modifiers. For this one, I'm going to apply the modifier, okay? Let's save. Remember, try to save. Hmm. Copy modifiers. Convert to mesh and move it to the collection. The Hawkgirl collection. Okay. Check. Uh-huh. Ah, look, this wing I forgot to move. So we can delete these collections. we're not going to use. Now with the eyebrows. Let me select the Decimate. And apply. Move it to Hawkgirl. Oh God. Let me see other pieces that needs to be. Mm, this one has too many. Ooh, 3 million. 3 million. This one. I remember that I did that because I didn't want to lose the. When I used less polygons, I wouldn't be able to have these lines. It is like a full mesh with no these details, so I that's why I use a lot of polygons here. But right now we need to lower this. Which other pieces? This no, I think that this 1 million. Ah, okay, okay. There are some pieces that have too much polygons, and maybe uh, let's lower this one. Let's lower this one. 0.3. Apply. Okay. I think that this one has. Okay. Just this one too. 0.3. Same thing. Decimate. Convert this into mesh and move it to Hawkgirl. Okay, let's check again. Mm. Mhm. There are no more pieces, right? That I no. The only one are the fingers, but the fingers I need to do an extra work here. Just that's the thing. I already moved all the parts that I like increase more the. And look here, I can delete these parts because I am not going to use. Why? Because these are like hidden by the hair. I'm not going to see this, so I can delete these parts. All the other. Let's do that. Let's take care of this. I'm going to delete. Goodbye. 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 Ooh, great. Just in case, I'm going to bring back and you see that you can. Ah, sorry. Okay, look. You cannot see that those, right? That's why I. Okay, great. Fixed it. Millions. Mhm. We did a great job. I think that now the only one left are the fingers. I am going to do this. I'm going to work the fingers in this file. I'm going to move it to a special collection that is going to be fingers. I'm going to go back to the previous, the bigger one, the bigger file. I'm going to import these fingers, save there, delete of course the previous version of the fingers, and then I am going to came back and then apply the modifiers. Okay, one moment. I think that the music stopped. The music stopped. Yes, yes. I'll be back in a moment. I'll go for some water. Okay, I'll be back in a moment. I'll be back in a moment. Remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue. We should use alphas here. Oh no. A little bit down, okay? Okay, I think that's enough. I don't like this one. You know what? I'm going to work first on the... sorry. First on these lines, okay? I think that needs to be a little bit lower. Copy center of mass. The local is not good. Oh well. No. No. Let me see something. No. Here is the same problem. We can use this. We can use this. I'm going to use this orientation. No, I don't want to align. Sorry. No. But I can use. Okay, very good. There's no need to do what I was trying to do. It's the same thing. No, it is not going to work. Sorry, that was not a good idea. I was trying to align and all of that, but if I do that, this is going to change, and we don't want that. Okay, because I have this local, right? Then if I use this transform orientation, I'm going to select this one and trying to align. This is going to change, and we don't want that. This one is really different. No. This is not good. Why? Because you can see that the nail is not good, this part. Why I have that problem? Maybe that is because I know why. Yes, I know why. It's going to be a problem. So Okay, the fingers here, this part is good. It could be better. Let me try to fix this part because I don't like this one. Okay, let's go to the other hand. I'm going to think. I don't want, or maybe we can use the same. I was thinking about alphas, but nah, that's maybe it's too much. Let's use the same brush with the same level of pressure, and let's try. Let me see the other fingers. Here we don't have to think too much about the inner details, because as you can see, we're not going to see them. We're going to see here some other details. Okay. Just we have to work something here. We have to do some work here. Let's try with this one. Okay, now we're going to work on the outer details. It seems that I cannot do anything else about. I can try, but it's going to be very difficult. And I am talking about here, the tip of the start of the nails. It seems that maybe I should move this a little bit. Forward. That's the thing. Let's see what we can do. Right now I don't have the. It would be great if I have the symmetry, but that's not the case. Let me save. What I can do is try to bring back the. No, but that's too much. Okay, maybe something like that. I'm going to smooth this part. That's something. Here, this part. Okay, I'm going to use this. Let's see if I can create the details in this part of the finger. Yes, I think that's enough. We don't need more details here. 0.3 is enough. Just let's continue with the other fingers. Go with this part. Okay, great. Okay, let's go to the other side. Okay, as you can see, I already created the details for the fingers. We're going to leave it like that. Should I move this to the right now to the other file? Let me think. Yes. I think that is we can, for example, okay, if we're going to leave it like that. If we need, we can add maybe more details, like a little bit here, I don't know. Or should we say that it is completed, it is finished? So for today we're going to finish. I'm going to leave it like that, and if we need to add something extra, we're going to do that tomorrow. Remember that I need to move this into a new collection, move to the previous file, import those details to the I have to move these fingers. Once I said it is completely ready, I'm going to move those into the new collection, move them to the other file, and in this file we are going to, of course, apply the Decimate and leave it in the Decimate collection. Remember that I have to do Decimate for the other files, but the other files are going to be a little more faster because are less pieces, and also we don't have to do, maybe we don't have to fix something extra. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, leave a comment below. You can see only 3 fingers, right? Let me move it a little bit so we can see the 4 fingers. Yes. Okay. Yes. So please don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, leave a comment below, follow me on my other platforms, Twitch and Kick. You can find me as Fran Salazarco on my social media accounts, X, Instagram, TikTok. You can join our Discord server if you want to share things about video games. If you want me to collaborate with you as a freelancer, you can contact me. There's my email there, the social media accounts, the LinkedIn page. You can get a project on that for a street trade, as I'm here too. Maybe you're thinking about upgrading your computer or improving your computer. You have the kit code link. In that site, you're going to find all the components that you use for my PC. Those links are going to send you directly to Amazon. I know that the prices are not as they used to be, but at least you have that site as a reference. And if you want to there's nothing else, right? Yeah. And if you want to support the channel, remember there's a PayPal link. First, the super thanks, super stickers, super chats, memberships. You have the PayPal link, and even better, you can get one of my models. If you want assets for games and animations, you can visit my Turbo Square store. If you want sculptors that is for 3D printing, you can visit my Cold 3D store. And also, you have the CG Trader, third option, where you're going to find both assets and sculptors. So that's all. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe. In a few minutes we'll continue Kick if nothing happens, of course. Yes, that's all. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe and see you in the next one.